Hey everyone, Hagamatsu here. This is a clip of someone getting one shot. That's a lot of damage. But what is the most amount of damage we can do? Now, the first step in figuring out the most amount of damage we can do in one hit would be to obviously calculate it, right? We can just take the formula for damage, 1 plus the scaling of your weapon, plus how much stat you have in that weapon, like medium weapon or heavy weapon, times 0.1. And then you also multiply all that by the base damage. But we don't really need to do that. We can just use the weapon in the clip, Petra's Anchor. Now, the thing is, there are also other ways we can increase our damage, such as finding a 3-star weapon and an enchant. Now, it's arguable which enchant would be the best here. Maybe Heroism, Storm in the Rain, but there's one other enchant not many of you guys have noticed. Unstable is an enchant that applies every single enchant in the game on one enchant. Now, luckily, it's not obtainable, it's a spec. But the thing is, it's still a chance to apply a specific enchant. So let's just say Umbral Knight has maybe like a 20% chance to proc every M1. It's still a 20% chance on Unstable as well. But let's just say every single proc happened on Unstable and it was a 3-star Petra's Anchor. That would do the most amount of damage in the game, right? That's all there is to it, right? Wrong. Don't forget about all the other talents in the game that increases our damage by a lot, actually. We have Overflowing Dam, increases our damage at full ether. We have the charm casting abilities such as Sing and Taunt, increasing our damage. We also have Ardor's Scream, which actually increases your damage according to your willpower. Then finally, we have things such as Lose Your Mind, which is literally, I kid you not, the best talent in the game for increasing your damage. I mean, just look how much Fist did with this talent. That's almost a bar. Let us not forget the other things that we can get outside of just talents. There are also things such as Mushroom Omelets, which simply increase our weapon damage if we just eat it. And then Ishin's Ring, increasing all of that other damage we were discussing earlier by 20%. That is quite a bit as well. But there's still one thing I've decided to leave out until this very part of the video, and that is the wind-up bell. Now remember what I said about Ishin's Ring taking all of our damage and multiplying it before? Apply that again to the wind-up bell. It's going to take all of our damage multiplied by the Ishin's Ring and multiply that. And that's probably how you get this clip of someone getting one shot by Petra's Anchor. So we found it. A 3-star Petra's Anchor with Unstable, an Ishin's Ring, a Mushroom Omelet being eaten, also having Ardor Scream, Overflowing Dam, your enemy being charmed and taunted, you having the fight command, forgot to mention that earlier, and then the Lose Your Mind talent being in full effect by you having full insanity with the wind-up bell. That should give you the most amount of damage in the game, and that was a mouthful to say. But luckily, I'm here to say that you probably can't, really get all that in the game realistically, right? Well, actually, to be honest, you don't even really need that many stat points for each of these talents in the game. 50 willpower, probably 40 intelligence, 30 charisma, that should give you all that you need. Finding an Ishin's Ring isn't hard, Mushroom Omelets you can buy at Etris. Is it really that hard to get a Petra's Anchor as well? And if anything, you don't even really need to be using your M1s to achieve that much damage. We haven't talked about Strong Left. See, the issues early with what I was talking about is that you need a 3-star Petra's Anchor, which a lot of people don't already know how to even get the Petra's Anchor. You kill Kaido. And then the fact that you need an unstable enchant, which you literally cannot get. Hell, even getting an enchant on a Petra's Anchor is probably incredibly rare in the first place. And then finally, you need to rely on RNG after all that to get the wind-up bell. But with Strong Left, anybody can get Strong Left. You just need to put 100 strength into your Strong Left, get it to level 5, and already you're doing more damage with one Strong Left than any other M1 with any weapon in the game. And then after you apply pretty much everything else we were talking about besides Overflowing Dam and maybe the Mushroom Omelet, because Mushroom Omelets only increase your weapon damage, you can just replace those with things such as, Perfect Flash, increasing your damage by 25%, and a Ring of Casters, increasing your damage by 10%, and there you go. You already found a better replacement than the super rare, oh my goodness, so hard to find thing that we were talking about earlier. You could probably get it today. So, does this mean that you can start one-shotting everybody in the game? Probably not. There are a lot of people with over 500 health, and we haven't even taken into the fact armor resistances yet, which that's a whole other topic to get into. But however, you should probably watch out if you're sticking around 400 health. I've seen, this tactic used upon other players by my friends, and well, they lost 80% of the health in one swing. However, there are testers talking about it. They don't really like the fact that damage multipliers are doing this much, so be on the lookout if you don't want it. And as always, thanks for watching.